Breckenridge, Wapaton. All the hits from 2KN today.
And welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. Turner Office, and we got some Breckenridge Post 53 baseball coming your way. My apologies if I end up saying Breckenridge Cowboys at one point, but that's just part of the learning curve here as we dive into the Legion season on a bit of a gloomy day for a baseball game, but that's all right. We're still bringing that excitement for a season opener. Breckenridge Post 53 taking on the similarly named Barnesville Post 153. These two teams definitely have had a lot of fun clashes over the years. You know, a lot of games that we can look back and remember on. And 1-1 is Barnesville's record entering this one as Breckenridge opens up their season after a nice finish of the year at the Section 6A tournament. Obviously, didn't go the way that they hoped it would, but you know, were able to get a few postseason games under their belt and just fell short of where they wanted to go. But you know what? Take those goals into the Post-53 Legion season, and we'll run through the starting lineups for you as Barnesville is going to step into the batter's box first to open up this ball game. They go Brennan Court. He's a catcher, wearing number 22. Brady Nozzle in center field will be wearing number 7, and then Elias Cox at shortstop wearing number 11. Major Ness in the cleanup spot, playing second base, and wearing number 13. Number 6, Alex Dorton will be on the hill today and is batting 5th. Brendan Mason batting 7th, in playing position number 7 in left field, wearing number 15, as Trey Vogelbacher launches the first pitch in the dirt, and too low for ball 1. Tyson Anderson, as we said, batting 7th is the DH, or my apologies, he's the one batting 7th, not Brendan Mason. He's batting 6th. Tyson Anderson batting 7th, DH is wearing number 23. Logan Ellert batting 8th and is wearing number 8 over at first base. Tate Pana playing third base wearing number 5, and then we have Bryson Christensen in right field getting batted for Tyson Anderson, and he wears number 12 as a first. Vogelbacher evens it up at 1-1 with the strike. This one is fouled off as it'll wrap up our Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. Apologies. Better get that scoreboard updated on here. If you're watching on our video stream, KBMW News Live, feel free to check it out there. And we got a hit to the second baseman, hauled in and whipped over to first for the out. Gavin Hoffert making the put out at second base. Over to Logan Church.
Center fielder number 7, Brady Nozzle.
Brings up Brady Nozzle after the 4-3 put out. Run through some of the Breckenridge starters as this first inning comes along. Brady Nozzle waiting the first pitch of the AB. Finds the outside corner for strike 1. Umpire behind the plate is Craig Peterson. Pat Jones on the base paths. Vogelbacher's next pitch. Tries to go back to that same spot, but a little too high and outside for ball 1. 1-1 count once again. Vogelbacher's right-hand delivery outside for a ball. Gavin Hoffert, as we said at second base, who got the put out, will also be hitting leadoff when Breckenridge gets to the plate. He's wearing number 9. And swung on and missed to make it a 2-2 count. Connor Ernst over at shortstop is going to be wearing number 13. Cooper Roberts still batting third and is going to be playing second base, wears number 2. Vogelbacher in the cleanup spot. The same 4 carried over from the spring season. Swung on and missed for the first strikeout of the day for Vogelbacher. Brady Nozzles goes down swinging, and Elias Cox tries to keep this from being a 1-2-3 inning. Paul Armitage batting 5th is in right field wearing number 16. Jackson Riggs behind the plate, batting 6th wearing number 22. Then we got Riley Kappas batting 7th, playing position 7 in left field, wearing number 11. Logan Church at first base, wearing number 12, as this one is popped out to the center fielder, Lawson Oliphant, making the diving grab for out number 3. And Lawson Oliphant, by the way, he's getting DH4 for Jacob Nicholson, who is the 9-man in the lineup. That'll do it for your starting lineups, and that'll do it for this opening inning. I just realized got to get that updated. Apologies as well on our scoreboard for all of our viewers on KBMW News Live. You are listening to Breckenridge Post 53 Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Working the land is by nature a dirty job. What fuels me to get it done? The generations of farmers who've worked the soil before me. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel with an additive package that's 40% more effective at breaking down engine deposits. The cleanest fuel yet for the dirtiest of jobs. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
All right, welcome back to the bottom of the first inning. Gavin Hofford stepping up at the plate for the first Breckenridge AB, and he'll watch a first pitch strike go by on the outside part of the plate. Barnesville went 1-2-3 in their first trip to the plate. So Breckenridge going to try to get the first base runner of the game here in this inning, as this one is going to be chopped over to second base. 4-3 put out. Deja vu there. As that is how the first trip to the plate went for Barnesville as well, with a 4-3 put out. Connor Ernst going to try to avoid what the number 2 hitter did for Barnesville and strike out. Connor Ernst had a very strong spring campaign. As he watches strike one go by. Ernst rocking a lucky number 13. Watches that one go outside for ball one. 1-1 count. For Ernst, who is going into his junior year of high school. And 1-1 pitch. Here with one out in the bottom of the first on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That one hit hard, and the shortstop's not going to be able to make the play on that. Tried backhanding that one. I'm going to go E6 on that one. Connor Ernst gets on base.
Now batting your third baseman, number 2, Cooper.
Excuse me.
Roberts.
As Connor Ernst comes the first base runner of the day on the Barnesville Air. Cooper Roberts steps up to the plate. That is not someone you want at the plate with the man on base. We'll see if they're going to try to get Ernst over to scoring position first, or if Roberts is going to go right at the first pitch he likes. Watches this one go by for ball one. Connor Ernst on first base with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Breckenridge's American Legion season opener. Barnesville entering this game with a 1-1 record, as Roberts drives this one to the left field, and the left fielder is going to scoop it up, but Ernst is going to hold at second, so a single for Roberts. But a beaut off the bat.
Coming to the plate, your pitcher, number
Left
3,
fielder had to run
Vogelbacher.
20 feet to the right, and we got men on first and second for Breckenridge. Didn't want to get too aggressive on the base paths. here with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Trey Vogelbacher stepping up to the plate. Vogelbacher has men on first and second and will foul off the first pitch into the backstop. 0-1 count. And on the bump for Barnesville to start off this game is Alex Dorton. Dorton checks over to second base. Fires home. And that one catches the outside corner for strike 2 looking. Vogelbacher down 0-2 here in the count. Trying to avoid stranding a couple runners here. Only 1 out though. Vogelbacher waits on the Dorton pitch, and he's not going to chase that one outside wisely. Ball 1. 1-2 count. Men on first and second. Scoreless game thus far here in just the opening inning. Breckenridge on their 4th batter. And Vogelbacher chops to the second baseman, and he ends up booting it. And then the outfielder has a hard time scooping it up as well, so the error at second base is going to score a run. Second error of the game already.
Up next, your right fielder, number 16, Paul.
And Cooper Roberts makes his way all the way over to third, and he might have actually taken third on another mistake in the outfield, but we're just gonna put that all on the one error. Excuse me. First run of the game scores. The Cowboys capitalizing on a pair of errors. We'll see what Paul Armitage has in store for his squad at the plate. And a throw over to first base is off the mark, allowing Cooper Roberts to score. And Trey Vogelbacher is going to get aggressive on the base paths and actually go to third on the errant throw. So we got 3 errors off the bat here. Pickoff throw off the mark. Cooper Roberts comes in to score. Paul Armitage awaiting the delivery with the man on third. Pitch goes outside. 1-0 count. Armitage awaiting the Dorton delivery. The 1-0 count and a man on third. Only 1 out, and that one sails outside as well. 2-0 count. And second run came in. Cooper Roberts scoring. And swinging a miss from Paul Armitage, making it a 2-1 count. Post 53. A couple runs on the board so far, and sorry, we didn't have a logo for Post 153, so we used their school one. And that one too high upstairs, make it a 3-1 count. Well, what is 153? That's what we're saying. We didn't have a logo for 153. We could put the B over there as well, another matching B as Paul Armitage takes his base on balls. So Breckenridge has runners in the corners, a 2-0 lead, and are on their 6th man in the order. And they're going to do a quick mound visit, maybe try to settle Dorton down a little bit here, or maybe contemplate some lineup changes. We'll take a quick break here for the mound visit. You are listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
And welcome back after that quick mound visit. We got a 2-0 score here in the bottom of the first inning. Jackson Riggs trying to add to this Breckenridge lead. Runners in the corners, and the runner is off to second. Riggs decides to hold off on that bunt that he was showing, and Jackson Riggs gets a strike, but Paul Armitage is able to swipe second. Excuse me. Runners on second and third now after the advancement. A 1 count. Riggs will not chase that outside, and a good job by the Barnesville catcher to keep it from sailing behind him, and that is Brennan Court making that up play behind the plate. Jackson Riggs now with a 1-1 count. 1 out and runners on second and third. Fouls this one off. Now 1-2 count. He's got Trey Vogelbacher on third and Paul Armitage on second. Paul's got some nice wheels to score from second, so won't take much. We'll see what Riggs has in store. No one sails over his head to make it a 2-2 count. Breckenridge up 2-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Dorton gets a sign that he likes. And that'll catch the inside part of the plate for strike 3 looking. And up to the plate is Riley Kappas.
Number 11, Riley Kappas.
Kappas with 2 men in scoring position. Vogelbacher winning the pitch, and that one way too far outside. Sorry, folks. Going to try to address my scratchy delivery here between the innings. Logan Church on deck. If Breckenridge can avoid getting their third out here. Riley Kappas waiting the delivery. And lines that one to left field. That'll score 1 and potentially 2 as Paul Armitage comes in for the run. 2-run single from Riley Kappas.
Up next, your first baseman, number 12, Logan Church.
Brings up Logan Church. Churchy, the 8th man in the batting order, and has a man off to second base. And he gets there with ease. Kappas decides not to go for the slide there. So I probably got this pretty easily. We should be all right. Church. Waiting in. Has that one go off the handle for a foul ball? Logan Church just finished up his high school career, now into the American Legion season. Left-handed hitter on the squad. Has a man on second and a 1-1 count. As this one go right off the plate. And then the pitcher is having a hard time fielding it. So another error by the pitcher, second one of the inning, and also the 4th Barnesville error. Then it gets thrown around a little bit more after they try throwing it home. And Logan Church gets all the way to second base on the E1. And that'll also score Riley Kappas.
Jacob Nicholson.
So Breckenridge going to bat around here. They now have a 5-run lead here in the opening inning. It's only Monday, so I'm not sure what Barnesville 153 has scheduled for the week. Or I'm not sure how many pitchers they got kind of on deck. And it looks like we got an aggressive swipe over to third, and Logan Church is going to get there safely. Church swipes third. And now we got a man on third. The DH, Jacob Nicholson, at the plate. As a 1-0 count. Dorton fires the pitch, and Nicholson gets out of the way of that one. 2-0 count for number 5. Who also just wrapped up his high school baseball career. Another senior. And back-to-back lefty hitters as well here at the 8-9 spots, and he'll have that one go down the right field line. It's going to go foul, though. Caught a break, though. Pitcher had a nice play on the ball and was stepping over to first for the out, but they were saying foul ball. So back to the batter's box. Jacob Nicholson goes. 2-1 count with 2 outs. Jacob Nicholson awaits the Dorton delivery. And that one high and inside almost beams him. 3-1 count with the leadoff man on deck. Breckenridge has gone through the batting order here in this first inning. Nicholson awaiting the 3-1 delivery. And that'll catch the outside corner to load the count. Full count, man on third, and Breckenridge up 5-0 here in this opening inning against Barnesville post 153. And Nicholson swings and a miss on the off speed, but Breckenridge is able to put 5 runs on the board, capitalizing on 4 Barnesville errors. You are listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. We'll have the second inning when we come back.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. And Major Ness will be leading off the second inning for the Trojans, I knew I'd say Trojans. Post 153. It's the logo. I'm blaming Robert for this one. It's post 153 went 1-2-3 in their first inning and then gave up 5 runs in the bottom of the first. So we'll start off the second inning with Ness down 0-2 in the count. Trey Bulgebacher on the bump. Fires the pitch, making it a three-pitch strikeout.
Up next, your pitcher, number 6, Alex Dorton.
Brings up Alex Dorton. I've seen Dorton on the hill and gave up 2 hits in the first inning, but defense didn't help him out too much with 4 errors in the field. Granted, he had 2 of them, so guess you can put some of it on him as well. As he had the errant pickoff throw and then misfielded a infield hit as well. 0-1 count for Dorton. And a swing and a miss on an outside pitch. Bulgebacher going to try to make it a pair of 3-pitch strikeouts. Bulgebacher. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. A 3-pitch strikeout. Brendan Mason
Now batting.
going to try to buck this trend.
Fielder number 15, Brendan Mason.
Vogelbacher tries to make this a quick inning of work and potentially strike out the side in the process. Is there a name when you do it in 9 pitches? Is there a name for that? Well, I mean, like, if you do, like, 3 pitches on all 3 of them, like, there's got to be a name for that. Like, I heard about, a hat trick, and if you get it in 1 inning is a perfect hat trick, And we could potentially get it. We got no 2 count here. Yeah. 0-2 counts, so we're a pitch away from a 9-pitch inning with 3 Ks. Here it comes, folks. Could be witnessing Trey's best inning ever. Vogelbacher fires it away for the 3-pitch strikeout. 3 up, 3 down. All strikeouts, all 3 pitches. And we are heading to the bottom of the second. Breckenridge up 5-0. You're listening to Post 53 Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And welcome back as we just witnessed a 3-pitch inning, also known as an immaculate inning, that occurs when a pitcher, in this case Trey Vogelbacher, strikes out all 3 batters that he faces in an inning using a total of 9 pitches, 3 pitches per batter. Considered a very rare feat in baseball. So a 3-pitch inning, also known as an immaculate inning. We'll go with that. So Trey Vogelbacher, everybody tip your hat to him. That's fantastic. Gavin Hoffert at the plate. Once again to lead off the inning. He grounded out to second his first time up. Then his teammates put 5 runs on the board right after. See what he has for his second at-bat of the game. To follow up the immaculate inning, as it is fouled off. Let's see if we're going to see another one here, folks. Yeah. A 1 count. Gavin Hoffert. Watch this one go by, and that just ruined our chances at another one. We could have seen a full immaculate inning there. That would have been incredible. Hoffert awaits the 1-1 pitch and chops this one. He's going to play with his coach Jack Heidemann's life really quick here, but he ends up not hitting him in the head. 1-2 count for Gavin Hoffert. His squad up 5-0 here in the bottom of the second. And that one low and in the dirt. It's actually going to bounce to the backstop. Nobody on base, though, so we'll keep this humming along. Alex Dorton still on the hill for Barnesville, who plays Wahpeton Post 20 on Wednesday. At John Randall, I believe. At John Randall. That is popped up by Gavin Hoffert. And once again going to second base, Major Ness, who got the ground out put out on Hoffert in the first inning, will now haul in the fly ball.
Here's shortstop number 13, Connor Ernst.
Brings up Connor Ernst. His first time up, he got on with an error by the shortstop and then scored on an error by the second baseman. Breckenridge up 5-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Barnesville had an inning they definitely want to forget in the first inning with 4 errors. Don't want to get 4 errors in a game, let alone in an inning. So I'm going to look to try to shake that off here. And Ernst watches strike 1 go by. 1-1 count. Breckenridge playing their first American Legion season, or their first American Legion baseball game of the year. This one is popped up by Ernst. Catcher's going to have the play on it, and he'll haul it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Cooper Roberts, who singled the left his first time up.
Up next, your third base.
Nice grab there by Brennan Court.
Roberts.
Roberts also scored a run his first time through. Coming in on an error by the pitcher. Roberts waits the pitch, and that one is going to get fouled off. A 1 count here in the bottom of the second inning at Cowboy Field. Dorton waiting on a sign that he likes from Court. And the delivery is too far outside. 1-1 count. No man on. It's Breckenridge trying to avoid going 1-2-3 this inning, as Roberts will chop it over to third base. Third baseman is going to not be able to make the throw over to first. The committee says hit. I'll follow. I'm good with that. That was a rocket over to third base. He's lucky he kept it in front of him. Is kind of where I'm at. Like, I feel like 9 times out of 10 that's gonna fly off you and into the outfield. So, all right, 2 singles for Roberts on the day. I'm not even gonna look to see if the game changer went against that. Yeah, we're gonna roll with it. Third hit of the day for the Red Bulls, as this one gets grounded over to short, and Vogelbacher is thrown out at first. So after the 6-3 put out, 1 hit, 1 man left on, no runs and no errors. Your score is 5-0 heading into the third inning. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
And welcome back. Top of the third inning, starting shortly with the Barnesville post 153 squad. Trying to avoid going 1-2-3 once again. Trey Vogelbacher struck out 4 of the first 6 batters he faced. And did it in an immaculate inning, we learned, in the last inning. In 9 pitches, big fan. Shout out to BC. My man BC Continues also sent that my way. Oh, come on now. No boost for BC in this press box. Oh, what? We got to have an intervention. He's on the pontoon too much. BC. We're glad you lived your best life, man. We just care about you. Top of the third, as Trey Vogelbacher and Jackson Riggs gonna have a quick discussion here with an 0-1 count for Tyson Anderson, the DH, DHing for Bryson Christensen over in right field. Vogelbacher looking to make it a clean sweep through the order with the 7-hitter. Like that wording there, yeah. Avoiding any superstitions. 0-2 count for Tyson Anderson. Logan Ellert on deck. Tate Pana in the hole. And Vogelbacher. Is that 12 consecutive strikes I count? That is another 3-pitch strikeout. We gotta see if there's a name for that. What if you strike out 6 guys with 18 pitches, you know? An immaculate pair of innings. I guess we'd have to roll with it. And a first pitch strike. Vogelbacher is just pounding the strike zone today. 0-1 count. Firing it along. Oh, and we got a ball. That's too bad. That broke up a streak of like 13 consecutive strikes, at least. Oh, no, because there was some from the first inning, I think. Oh, no, that ended with a pop-up. So, yeah, 13 consecutive strikes. Now a 1-2 count for Logan Ellert. Trying to avoid being the 5th Barnesville batter to go down on strikes. Vogelbacher takes his time and has that one chopped off the bat. And actually went off the batter, so foul ball. Vogelbacher teaming up with his first cousin and battery mate, Jackson Riggs, behind the plate. Left-handed hitter, Logan Ellert. Holds off on that one. High and outside. 2-2 count. Breckenridge with a 5-0 advantage here in the top of the third on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And that one low and in the dirt. Barnesville trying to get their first base runner of the game. We'll see what they're going to be able to do with this payoff pitch. Ellert. Once again, the eighth man in the lineup. To get his squad a base runner to work with here, and that will catch the outside corner for strike 3. 5 consecutive Ks as Vogelbacher flirts with striking out the side back-to-back innings. Tate Pana, bottom of the order. Trying to make this a first productive at bat for 153. And that'll miss the strike zone for ball 1. Vogelbacher. The right-handed pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1 is the count. Vogelbacher. As that one swung on and missed again. Trying to make it back-to-back innings of striking out the side. We'll see if he can do it here on the 1-2 pitch. And Vogelbacher is just lights out today. Post 153 is unable to get a base runner in their first time through the order. 6 straight strikeouts, 7 strikeouts here through 3 innings. You are listening to Post 53 Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live for the i3G Sports Network.
Bring your car to the experts at Smith Motors in Wapaton. Schedule a free multi-point vehicle inspection for added peace of mind. It's also a good time to take care of routine maintenance. Keep your vehicle running on all cylinders. Get your oil changed and have your battery and brakes tested. Be sure to take advantage of Smith Motors price match guarantee on tires and get 10% off all AC work in June. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Visit smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
B92.7 is KDMW Breckenridge Wapaton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back. Bottom of the third inning. Breckenridge has Paul Armitage stepping up to the dish. Armitage has already been to the plate once and walked. Came around and also got a stolen base in his travels. Came in for a run. Watch ball one go by. As Breckenridge put 5 runs on the board in the opening inning, capitalizing on 4 Barnesville errors, and Trey Vogelbacher struck out 7 of the first 9 batters he's faced in these 3 innings of play. It's actually struck out 6 consecutive batters. Paul, yep, 6. I had to double check that. I thought there was one in the first inning too, but not the case. 1-1 after the foul ball. Paul Armitage looking to get back on base and make another trip around. 1-1 count. And this one slapped by the third baseman for a single. And he's actually going to turn a double out of it. Paul Armitage with the stand-up double down the left field line. Had some zip on it. For his first hit of the day. 4th hit of the day for the post 53 squad. Jackson Riggs struck out looking his first time up. Has a man in scoring position. And we're at the 6th spot in the order for the Red Bulls. And first pitch outside for ball 1. Man on second. And it's Paul Armitage. He's already showed he can turn on the Jets and score from there. And that one goes by in the inside corner for strike 1 looking. For number 22 at the plate, Jackson Riggs. Man on second. Excuse me. Dorton fires home. And that one blown outside. Dorton with a nice stop to keep the runner at second. Breckenridge with 2 hits in the first inning, 1 in the second, and now 1 in the third so far. And Riggs lines one right to the second baseman and ends up misfielding it. An E4 up the middle. And one of those grounders that maybe took a bit of a wild hop there, but was definitely a playable ball. But runners in the corners. Paul Armitage on third, Jackson Riggs on first, and the 5th error of the day for Barnesville. And stepping in the batter's box is Riley Kappas, who's already got a 2-run single on the day. That scored Armitage earlier. I think Trey Vogelbacher also scored on that. And strike 1. the inside part of the plate. We'll see if they're going to... And by the way, I believe Jackson Riggs has a... Has he got a courtesy runner? My apologies. Might have not have heard when the courtesy runner came in. And we got a wild pitch. That'll score Paul Armitage. And move Jackson Riggs over to second. I want to say that is David. David Erlinson courtesy running for Jackson Riggs.
Courtesy running. Now at second base, David Erlinson.
And Riley Kappas waits the 1-1 pitch. That one also outside and low. David Erlinson, once again the man on second, running for Jackson Riggs, who got on with an error. Pitcher checks over to second and is going to fire home. Too high. So 3 straight balls from Dorton. Believe it or not, that one I think might have been the closest one to the plate. 3-1 count for Riley Kappas. He's looking to get his second RBI hit of the day. This one will be fouled off to load the count. Oh, better update that score. Apologies. We got a 6-0 Breckenridge advantage. Thing about baseball is doesn't really. It's not a super high scoring sport, so I sometimes fall asleep on the scoreboard, folks. Apologies. And the payoff pitch is outside and low for ball 4, so Riley Kappas earns his base. So we got runners on first and second, and looks like a potential pitching change coming as well. Here with no outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and we'll see who Barnesville is going to be calling in for relief. So we take a quick break here on B92.7 FM and on KBMW News Live on YouTube. We'll let the pitcher warm up here. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM once again.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride, we inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
And welcome back. We got a 7 or 8-0 score after a wild pitch scored 1 run. And the other run came in on an RBI groundout. Brings up Jacob Nicholson after Logan Church got that RBI. Jacob Nicholson struck out last time up. This time he'll wear a pitch to take his base. 8-0 advantage for Breckenridge.
Here's second baseman, number 9, Gavin Hoffert.
And brings up Gavin Hoffert. Hoffert has popped up once and grounded out once, both to second base. Also his position. So a little bit of irony involved. That one is too low. 2-0 count for Hoffert. Excuse me. Runner on first base for Hopper to work with. This one is ripped hard to the shortstop. He's going to try to turn 2, and they do. 6-4-3 double play to give Barnesville some life in the field. They trail 8-0 heading into the 4th inning. You're listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live for the I3G Sports Network.
So what's in a name? Well, plenty when it comes to decisions about assisted living.
When it was time for Mom to make that move, we looked at a ton of options.
Everywhere we looked, there was something cold and impersonal. Then we found Twin Town Villa.
What we found at Twin Town Villa was completely different. They gently nurture their residents' identities, they help them hold their dignity, and they do it all with loving respect.
Twin Town Villa is a building filled with people, not numbers.
Twin Town Villa, building respect and dignity, one resident at a time.
Cargill is working around the clock to continue feeding the world safely, responsibly, and sustainably. Currently hiring for operations technicians starting at $28 an hour, along with $3,000 sign-on bonus. To join the Cargill team, go to careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. That's careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. Equal opportunity employer, including disability veterans. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game. Cargill is working around the clock to continue feeding the world safely, responsibly, and sustainably. Currently hiring for operations technicians starting at $28 an hour, along with $3,000 sign-on bonus. To join the Cargill team, go to careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. That's careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. Equal opportunity employer, including disability veterans. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game.
And welcome back. We have an 8-0 score starting off the 4th inning. Barnesville now back to the top of the order after they failed to get a base runner their first 3 times through the order. Brennan Court stepping up to the plate. Watches a ball go by. Start off the at-bat. Brennan Court grounded out to second base his first time up. First at-bat of the game. Now he watches ball 2 go high and outside. 2-0 count for Court. Court drives this one to center field, and Lawson Alfin dives but is not able to make the grab to break up the perfect game and the no-hitter in one fell swoop with a stand-up double for Brennan Court. Breckenridge has also made some substitutions with Jackson Lopez and Easton Nepple subbing into the game in the middle infield. And now a courtesy runner, Ben Brayton for Barnesville. We'll have her second to courtesy run. Ben Brayton, third cousins, I'm told, to my buddy Colby Brayton. Shout out to Colby. Glad Ben got in the game so I could shout out the super close relation there. Third cousins. I couldn't even name my third cousins, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how you follow that tracing, but we got a man on second and outside for ball one for number 7, Brady Nozzle, who struck out his first time up. It's got a man on second and no outs here in the top of the 4th inning. And swinging a miss. And Breckenridge making a lot of substitutions this early. You know, that usually means they got their eye on trying to wrap this one up in 5 innings. They need 2 more runs over the next 2 times at the plate, while also keeping Barnesville off the board. So that one is fouled off. 1-2 count. Barnesville's first hit of the day to Breckenridge's 4. The errors are where the real slant is, as Barnesville has racked up 5 on the day to Breckenridge's 0. Knock on wood if you got any wood at home, folks. I found some here in the press box. I'm sure you guys can at home. 1-2 count. Man on second. Vogelbacher fires home, and that one outside. Wild pitch allows the runner over to third. Good hustle by Jackson Riggs, but keep it rolling. 2-2 count. Man on third. Barnesville looking for their first run of the day. And swing and a miss. 8th strikeout of the day for Vogelbacher on the hill. And also, that double ruined his streak of striking out the side in consecutive innings, after he struck out all 3 batters he faced in the 2nd and 3rd innings. Vogelbacher has that fastball miss outside. 1-0 is the count with the man on third, Elias Cox, who has just subbed in has just taken over the pitching duties for Barnesville. We'll swing and a miss on that one. 1-1 count for Elias Cox. Vogelbacher gives the runner at third a good look, and then that one chased a little high and outside, but Cox was lucky to get a piece of it and foul it off. Yeah, you know it's kind of just swinging at anything when you hear one of the coaches of the dugout go, whoa! Elias Cox will hammer that one over to the second baseman. We'll fire it over to first for the out. And with the put out is Jackson Lopez over at second base.
Now batting your second baseman, number 13, Major Ness.
But that does score a run for Barnesville's first run of the day. Cuts the lead to 7. Here in the top of the 4th. Elias Cox with the RBI. Brings up Major Ness, the cleanup hitter. Struck out looking his first time up. And we'll go golfing on this first one and not make contact. Vogelbacher starts off with an 0-1 count. Major Ness. Should that one go outside for ball 1? For all the How I Met Your Mother fans out there, make sure you're doing the salute when you say the name. Major Ness. Big fan. 8-1 is the score. 1-1 is the count. And high fastball. Swung on and missed. Seems like kind of post 153 is just kind of swinging all over the place here. We'll see if Vogelbacher factors that in here. Oh. Ends up beaming him instead. I mean, that is outside the strike zone like we were talking about, but just not where I expected. So Major Ness, where's the pitch? It's a first base. That's the first free base of the day for Barnesville. Definitely earned it. So they'll check if he's all right over at first base. Brings up Alex Dorton once they're done checking over there. Umpire Pat Jones having a quick discussion with Ness.
Center fielder number 6, Alex Dorton.
Brings up Alex Dorton. The man on first, and his squad trailing 8-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Two outs here in the top of the fourth. Trey Vogelbacher looking to make it strikeout number 9 of the day, as this one has popped up. And the catcher, Easton Nepple, is going to come over to make the grab for the final out of the inning. Barnesville uses 1 hit to score 1 run and strands 1 runner. No errors, and you were listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM. Bottom of the fourth coming your way shortly with the Post 53 squad up 8-1.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And welcome back to Breckenridge, Minnesota on a gloomy night in Minnesota, but it's not dampening any of the Post 53 spirits or their bats, as they have racked up an 8-1 victory, or not victory, an 8-1 lead. Talk about the jinx of the century as that one pops up to second base. They end up blowing a 7-run lead. You heard it here first. Why? As Connor Ernst pops up. Brings up Cooper Roberts. The third baseman is 2 for 2 on the day.
Cooper Roberts.
So batting 1,000 on the Legion season. You'll watch strike one go by in the outside corner. Roberts dropped the first one in left center field and smacked one by the third baseman on his next go. And this one's going to go right to the shortstop to make the 6-3 put out. So 2 up, 2 down. Now Trey Vogelbacher, who also grounded out to the shortstop in his last time up and then got on with an error earlier in the game, which led to him scoring a run. Trey Vogelbacher already having a stellar game on the mound. Would love to also add some more hits to the resume. 0 for 2 so far on the day, but did score a run after getting on with an error, and now 1-1 is the count. Breckenridge, the 7-run advantage here on their home field in their Legion season opener. Game number 3 of the season thus far for Barnesville. As Vogelbacher hits this one back to the shortstop like the last go around, and same result, another 6-3. So 3 up, 3 down once again. Breckenridge up 8-1 heading into the top of the 5th.
For
You're listening to Post 53 Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back for the top of the fifth inning. Breckenridge with an 8-1 lead over Barnesville, post 153. And due up for the visitors, Brendan Mason, Tyson Anderson, and Logan Ellert. Mason is 0 for 1 on the day, struck out in that flurry of strikeouts where Vogelbacher fanned 6 consecutive batters. And this one is going to be fouled off. So you're probably going to hear that a few times over this inning. His last time up, he struck out. 0-1 count. This one too high in the zone. 1-1 count. 1-1 count here in the top of the fifth. This one's going to go past the glove of Vogelbacher over to the shortstop. It's Connor Ernst over at short with the put out. 6-3 put out. So after the 6-3, we got Tyson Anderson. Do you guys want to guess what he did his first time up? Struck out. You guys get a prize at home if you guess that. That one is fouled off. Start off the at-bat. Vogelbacher only surrendered 1 hit in this ball game. He's actually only given up 2 base runners. As he also beamed a batter to go along with a double. And now the second hit of the day for post 153. See if that's going to spark the squad as Tyson Anderson comes through with his DH spot for the second 153 hit of the day. Brings up Logan Ellert, 8th man in the order. Struck out looking his last time up. Oh, 1 count with a man on first and 1 out here in the top of the fifth. Post 53. Trying to open up their season with a victory. Trey Vogelbacher delivers the... I think that was the first pitch of the AB, 1-0. Now pick-off attempt, and Vogelbacher's throw is off the mark, so Breckenridge gets their first error of the day. Might have been a little miscue there with him in church, but either way. Barnesville is able to take second on the errant throw over to first. Logan Ellert awaits the delivery. That one inside for ball 1. Or is that ball 2? I thought it was 2-0, but I could be wrong. I think he just signaled 1-1 maybe. That one nibbles the outside corner for the first strike of the AB, 2-1. Logan Ellert. As Vogelbacher's going to step off the rubber and send the man back to second. Tyson Anderson in scoring position. Logan Ellert at the plate. Squad down 8-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Vogelbacher fires in a nice strike there to even it up at 2-2. Trey Vogelbacher looking for strikeout number 9, and instead he'll go with a pickoff throw. Almost actually smoked the base runner there, but Connor Ernst was able to haul it in, but the out was not made. 2-2 count. Now I think Vogelbacher's got his sights set on strikeout number 9. This one goes right by the glove, lined right up the middle. Vogelbacher actually almost stuck the glove out there and got it, but they're going to leave the runner at third. Probably a wise choice. So second hit of the inning for Logan Ellert. First hit of the inning for him, second for the squad. Leaves runners in the corners. And the bottom of the order coming up to bat, Tate Pana. Struck out once. He's going to try to avoid hitting into a double play here. Pana, a left-handed hitter. With runners in the corners once again, and one out. Barnesville almost as many hits as Breckenridge today, with just 2 in this inning for their 3 on the day. Breckenridge's 4. Breckenridge has been capitalizing on some errors today, though. 1-0 count to the low fastball. Vogelbacher not too worried about the runners at this point, as the runner is off to second. Riggs will throw it down to second, and not in time. Logan Ellert swiped second base. Now 2 runners in scoring position, and pretty much rules out the double play as well. And apologies, Mason Glenn is actually Mason Glenn is the pinch hitter for Tate Pana. Glenn. Waiting the delivery. 2-0 is the count. Inside for ball 3, and then Riggs tries throwing it down to third base. Accidentally pegs the Barnesville base runner. Three-0 count. Runners on second and third. Let's see if Vogelbacher can battle back. Breckenridge with an 8-1 cushion. Barnesville could cut into it here, though. As that one will get a little bit of the outside corner for strike one looking. 3-1 is the count for Glenn. Glenn will stick the bat out there and hit it home, but they're not too worried about the runner going home. They throw it over to first for the out. So RBI ground out. That's how Barnesville's gotten both of their runs on RBI groundouts. Now an 8-2 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Top of the order, Brennan Court at the plate. Got the first hit of the day for Barnesville with a double, and he's going to try to follow it up here. Drives it out to left field where it is hauled in for the out. So Barnesville gets one more run on the board. They had 2 hits and no errors. You are listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Bring your car to the experts at Smith Motors in Wapaton. Schedule a free multi-point vehicle inspection for added peace of mind. It's also a good time to take care of routine maintenance. Keep your vehicle running on all cylinders, get your oil changed, and have your battery and brakes tested. Be sure to take advantage of Smith Motors' price match guarantee on tires and get 10% off all AC work in June. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Visit smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
So what's in a name? Well, plenty when it comes to decisions about assisted living.
When it was time for Mom to make that move, we looked at a ton of options.
Everywhere we looked, there was something cold and impersonal. Then we found Twin Town Villa.
What we found at Twin Town Villa was completely different. They gently nurture their residents' identities, they help them hold their dignity, and they do it all with loving respect.
Twin Town Villa is a building filled with people, not numbers.
Twin Town Villa, building respect and dignity, one resident at a time.
All right, bottom of the sixth. Starting with Breckenridge up 8-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Paul Armitage at the plate and watches the first pitch go by the eyes. I think that was a ball. Paul Armitage swung on and miss on the next go around. Armitage so far on the day has walked and also hit a double down the third baseline. And watches that one go too low for ball two. Breckenridge could put the game away, hypothetically, with 4 runs here in this inning. They lead 8-2. Mercy rule, obviously, takes effect after the 5th inning. Or, I mean, in the 5th inning, it starts up. And then if you're down by 10, well, it's game over. 2-2 count. And that'll go down looking, Armitage does. Fastball catches the outside corner for strike 3, and Jackson Riggs, who has struck out looking himself today and also got on with an error, which led to David Erlinson scoring in his stead as the courtesy runner. Number 22. Watches that one go outside for ball 1. 1-0 count. That one too low for ball 2. Two 2-0 count for Riggs at the dish. This one, a high one that he swings on and puts it way back here in foul territory. Do I see a couple winter jackets out here, folks? Interesting. Yeah, I'd probably have one too if I wasn't in here. 3-1 count. Oh yeah, Scott's decked out. He's ready for this. This tundra of spring. 3-1 count. No, we do. I didn't expect that, Scott. My apologies. Inside corner for strike 2. I just said I was surprised to see some winter coats here. George said, look at Scott. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I figured he got rid of the inside layer. 3-2 count for Jackson Riggs as he fouls that one off. Well, the one lady's got like a full on like all the way down. What do you when it goes down past the knees then? Yeah, that's not a parka, is it? Is that something else? Yeah. I don't know. I get teased by the wife every time I say I want to buy a trench coat. So that one goes outside for ball 4. Jackson Riggs will take his base. Well, technically, summer doesn't officially start for a couple weeks, correct? I think it's like the official actual first day of summer, like June 20th or something like that.
Now batting your left fielder, number 11, Riley.
I had to explain it to my daughter, else I wouldn't have known. But man on first. And Riley Kappas at the plate so far on the day as a 2-run single and also walked, scored twice as well. So productive day for number 11 in the 7 spot. Watches strike 1 go by. Looks like David Erlinson's back in the game to do some courtesy running. Just got done with a season of track and field. A nice campaign as a pole vaulter this year. And before this game, he said, I got about 1 practice under my belt, so I really hope they don't make me do anything where I got to throw. So they got him courtesy running. That's perfect. 2-1 count. Man on first. And this one is fouled off. And coming in relief, and has been doing a solid job as Elias Cox here on the bump. After they started the game with Alex Jordan on the hill. 2-2 count. Erlinson on first. And that curveball does not drop in low enough to load the count. Let's see if Erlinson's going to take notice of the full count and get on his horse, and he will. That will go inside, though, so ball 4. Riley Kappas showing some good hustle down the first base line. So back-to-back walks. Brings up Logan Church.
Up next, your first baseman, number 12,
Church
Logan Church.
got on with an error and then drove in a run with an RBI ground out. And the game-winning run is on deck. It's Breckenridge with an 8-2 lead. They can extend the lead up to 10. It would be automatically over on the mercy roll. Logan Church takes a hack that he might want another shot at. 0-1 is the count. Church watches that one drop in for strike 2 with a curveball. 0-2 count. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Man on first and second. And wild pitch is going to advance a pair of runners. Erlinson takes third while Kappas moves over to second. Now Logan Church going to put another RBI in the stat column with a 1-2 count. And 1 out in the top or bottom of the 6th. And Church is going to drop that one over in left field for not 1 but 2 RBIs. He's going to stretch to a double as well. A 2-run double from Logan Church. And my apologies for not switching the camera angle on that. That's on me, folks. Over down the left field line. You're just going to have to listen to me talk about it. As Church moves over to second. And now Jacob Nicholson steps up to the plate.
Up next, your designated hitter, number 5, Jacob Nicholson.
Are we calling a walk-off 2-run shot here? Yeah, you could. And it said he'll get beamed for the second time up. I don't know if him and that pitcher had beef before the game or not, but they do after the game as Nicholson heads over to first.
Up next, your second baseman, number 18.
So the game-winning run is on first. And Barnesville going to go do a quick mound visit here. And we got an 8-2 score as they talk this one over. Take a quick break. You're listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM. my apologies, a 10-2 lead. Make sure to update the scoreboard on our commercial break. You're listening to the Post 53 season opener on B92.7 FM.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725.
And welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Breckenridge up 10-2 on Barnesville Post 153 with the game-winning run on first base. And Gavin Hofford at the plate, looking for his first hit of the day. He's grounded out once, popped up once, and hit into a double play as well. And this time around, it's going to be a chopper over to third base. He'll step on third for the fielder's choice out. So Breckenridge has Logan Church out at third. Nicholson moves over to second. And Hoffert gets on with the fielder's choice. Connor Ernst also looking for his first hit of the day. 0 for 3 has popped up twice and got on with an error in the first inning. Watches that one go too high for ball one. Breckenridge could end this game with 2 runs here in this inning. And Ernst slaps it by the third baseman. They're going to score 1. And the other runner is going to hang tight at second. Jacob Nicholson scores off the bat of Connor Ernst.
Coming to the plate, your third baseman, number 2, Cooper Roberts.
And Gavin Hoffert, the man at second. Could be the final run of the game potentially. Or Barnesville can get it out, and then Breckenridge can try to get 3 more outs and wrap it up. 1-0 count for Cooper Roberts. Roberts so far 2 for 3 on the day. Pair of singles and then grounded out to short. And the pickoff attempt over to second is not in time. Offered on second. Ernst on first. Not that it would matter if Hoffert were to come in. And now 2-0 is the count for Cooper Roberts with Trey Vogelbacher on deck, the cleanup hitter. And Roberts, they have just been smacking him over to third base all day, and they're going to let it go by. I don't even know if he was going to try to go down for the grounder or field the grounder on it, but either way, we got an RBI single to wrap it up by Cooper Roberts with a walk-off hit. Gavin Hofford comes in from second base, and your final score is 12-2. You've been listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching live on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Take a quick break and loop back with your post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty in Breckenridge.
Cargill is working around the clock to continue feeding the world safely, responsibly, and sustainably. Currently hiring for operations technicians starting at $28 an hour, along with $3,000 sign-on bonus. To join the Cargill team, go to careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. That's careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. Equal opportunity employer, including disability veterans. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
And it's time for your post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty in Breckenridge. And time for a quick rundown of the stats brought to you by your local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. 12-2, your final here. Breckenridge besting Barnesville in 6 innings. I'll run through the stat report for you once again, brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. And Barnesville amassed 3 hits on the day. One of them was from Brendan Court, and then another one from a couple guys in the lower part of the order. Tyson Anderson and Logan Ellard actually got those back-to-back at-bats. Court's hit was a double, by the way. And then Major Ness got on base with a hit by pitch, but otherwise not a whole lot going offensively for Barnesville. The pitching wasn't much better either, as Alex Dorton got off to a tough start here, giving up 4 runs. Only one of them earned, as he gave up 4 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. So you heard that right. 7 of the 8 runs given up by Dorton were unearned. And then Elias Cox, all 4 of the runs he gave up were earned. Off 3 hits, 2 walks, and had 1 strikeout. Dorton struck out 2 batters. Cox beamed a pair of batters, and let's see how many pitches they each got. Dorton finished with 57, Cox with 43, so an even 100 on between the two of them. And now for Breckenridge's stats. Leading off at we'll just run through the whole batting lineup. Gavin Hopper was 0 for 3, and then Jackson Lopez was 0 for 1. Did score a run, though. Or my apologies. Got to make sure to double check that. Yeah, he scored a run. He must have got 1 at bat in. I probably just didn't check the number well. And then Connor Ernst was 1 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Cooper Roberts was 3 for 4 with an RBI and a run. Actually drove in the game-winning run there to wrap it all up. Trey Vogelbacher was 0 for 3 with a run. Paul Armitage was 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored, as well as a walk and a strikeout on the day. Jackson Riggs also struck out once while also drawing a walk in an 0 for 2 showing. And then Riley Kappas was 1 for 1 with 3 runs scored. Drove in 2 runs as well on a 2-run single and then walked twice. Logan Church had a 1 for 3 showing with 3 RBIs. I think one of them came on a ground out and then 2 on a hit. And then Jacob Nicholson was beamed twice in an 0 for 1 showing. Had a strikeout and then 1 run scored. Logan Church and Paul Armitage each had a double for Breckenridge in the victory. And we'll see if I miss anybody. Trey Vogelbacher got to run through the pitching stats there as he racked up 8 strikeouts in 5 innings. He fanned, I think 6 innings actually, was it not? 6 innings he pitched. Was that in 5 innings, George, or was that in 6? Oh my goodness, I thought we were in the 6th inning. I made a mistake. Well, they apparently won that in 5 innings. I was going to say this is not adding up right, but Breckenridge took care of business in 5 innings, so that makes sense why it wrapped up as early as it did. Vogelbacher finished the day 3 hits allowed, 2 runs, only 1 of those runs being earned, and he struck out 8 batters in 5 innings of work. Did not walk any, but he did beam 1. So got it all done in 66 pitches. Unreal. So fantastic outing from Trey Vogelbacher, and I'm sure we'll talk about him a little more when we loop back for the play of the game as well as the player of the game. You're listening to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM.
Working the land is by nature a dirty job. What fuels me to get it done? The generations of farmers who've worked the soil before me. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel with an additive package that's 40% more effective at breaking down engine deposits. The cleanest fuel yet for the dirtiest of jobs. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
We'll be want to let you guys know we're going to be broadcasting live at DGF tomorrow. They do play at DGF tomorrow, correct? It was on the schedule. They're not playing tomorrow? No. All right. Is DGF still going to school ball then? No. All right. Apologies, folks. Well, we did have an update on the broadcast calendar. I was planning on going out to the Post 53 game at DGF tomorrow, but we'll make sure to double check the schedule on that one, and just to double check that we still got that game on the schedule, because Wednesdays had to get taken off because Parker's Prairie is still got their spring season going alive. So that game we will not have on the broadcast calendar for Wednesday, but potentially tomorrow. George is checking the schedule really quick here to see if we got one for tomorrow at DGF at 6:30. That's what I thought it was. At least the schedule I was going off of, but we shall double check it momentarily. At DGF. Okay, I mean, second guessing it for a second. Joe, that's all right. 6:30 tomorrow, folks. I will be on the broadcast for that as well. I'll bring all the video equipment for me, so hopefully it holds up at DGF, which I'm sure it will. We'll see how Breckenridge does in that one tomorrow. But first, it's time for your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. And we're going to have to go with the immaculate inning that we made sure to go look up what that was. Trey Vogelbacher striking out 3 batters with 3 pitches apiece. Yep, it was a perfect 9-pitch inning, an immaculate inning, I am told. I had to make sure to double check that, and shout out to my man BC for also taking care of me on that. An immaculate inning by Trey Vogelbacher was pitched in the 2nd inning when he struck out Major Ness, Alex Dorton, and Brendan Mason, all with 3 pitches each. And those are the 4, 5, 6 guys in the lineup, too. So definitely nothing to bat an eye at. So fantastic from Trey Vogelbacher, who's also going to get your player of the game. Shocking, I know, but I mean, we could also go with Cooper Roberts, too, because he had the 3 hits on the day. But, you know, Trey Vogelbacher was just lights out on the hill. 8 strikeouts in 5 innings of work. Think how many he could have racked up if he went a full 7 innings. But you know what? I'm sure he'll take the 5 innings pitched in under 70 pitches. You know, taking that into the week, that's going to be a lot more beneficial for his squad. But 12-2, the final once again. Your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, was the immaculate inning from Trey Vogelbacher, and he may as well get player of the game as well. Brought to you by Essentia Health in Wahpeton, and you know, a fantastic outing from him and the rest of the Breckenridge team as they open up the Post 53 season 1-0. We'll see if they can keep it rolling tomorrow at DGF at 6:30. Make sure to tune in on B92.7 FM and also live streaming once again. You've been listening to Breckenridge Baseball, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.